In 2005, Jim and Monica bought their Boise home for $1, but the rest of the package cost a pretty penny. They moved and improved it, but they're still not done. Should they keep renovating or give it a rest? There's a really interesting story behind this house. Tell me its history.
The house used to sit across the street here on a lot that was owned by the church.
I peeked in the window and I said, I have to have this house.
The house had been vacant for 13 years. Anyone could buy it for $1, but they had to move it. So after Jim and Monica bought it and moved it to its current spot, they began a top-to-bottom overhaul.
We've redone the roof, the electrical, the plumbing.
The city, for the purposes of a house move, they consider it a new build. So you have to bring everything up to code.
So how much did you really pay for the house?
Technically, we paid $280,001. $1 for the house, $80,000 to move it, and the land was $200,000.
And your total restoring the home?
About $320,000.
So your grand total into your home to date is $600,001. What's your guess of your home's present value?
Knowing this market, I'd say about $650,000.
I'm thinking close to $635,000.
Who's usually right?
Me.
Me, always.
Oh, we have a disagreement there even. This ought to be interesting.
What's great about this area is that the homes were built around the turn of the century. And Boise has grown so rapidly, now everything is just urban sprawl, and there's a different feel. So people are really attracted to the charm of these older homes in this area. Kendra, I have to tell you, the North End is one of the most desirable locations in Boise. It's so close to downtown.
Well, it is a great location, and what's interesting is they moved the house to this location. The house itself cost a whole $1. Because they moved it here, it was considered a new house. So the city made them update all the internal systems. And then finally, the roof, updating the gables, the porch, the exterior fascia.
I love the exterior renovation. This is beautiful. I have never seen anything done with this perfection. Just a beautiful job. The $1, when you hear they bought it for that, you think, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
The problem is with those internal systems that had to be reworked, the plumbing, the wiring, the things that you don't see, that's hard to recoup your cost back on that because they're necessary.
This kitchen went from dilapidated to fantastic. They gutted everything and started from scratch and spent $20,000 transforming this into a really beautiful high-end kitchen. They've got really nice flooring, high-end stainless appliances, really nice granite countertops, and custom cabinetry.
I think this kitchen is beautiful. I love the retro feel of the kitchen and the attention to detail.
So the $20,000 that they spent, how do you think that'll work?
Oh, I'm sure they can expect a full return on this kitchen. Wow, Kendra, I love this master suite. This is beautiful in here. Look at the open ceilings. What a nice surprise.
They spent $20,000 updating the master suite. The big projects that they tackled were removing the low beams to create a cathedral open type feel in here. They also replaced all of the windows. They've also done some cosmetic upgrades in the master bathroom.
Wow, that bathroom really could use some work. It's a little bit small and it needs some updating.
The bathroom needs to be brought up to par.
But overall, for their $20,000, I really love this master suite, and I think they'll have a full return on their investment.
They've budgeted $25,000 to finish the basement, to add some living square footage.
It's great room for entertaining and for their kids. If they're spending $25,000, they can expect to get $40,000 in return.
That'll really, really push the value up.
This is a great project. They definitely should finish this.
But they can't finish anything unless Marta delivers the price they need.
Are you ready for this number?
I think so.
Moving and restoring their Boise home cost a small fortune. So Jim and Monica wonder if they spent wisely.
Your home was basically free, but restoring it certainly wasn't. So let's see if your hard work will get you some positive appreciation. Marta?
You have a beautiful and unique historic home. I love the updating that you've done. I particularly love the kitchen. It's wonderful. You know you have some unfinished projects which are very important to complete. That master bath needs to be addressed.
And a lot of the money that you spent internally on the house, you're simply not going to see back.
Jim and Monica think their home's value is between $635,000 and $650,000. Now it's their moment of truth.
Based on current market values, if I were to list this house today, I would list it for $580,000.
Wow.
You're really shocked, aren't you? I mean, I know you're disappointed, but you also look speechless.
Yeah, I am actually.
No wonder they're stunned. Not only did they miss their goal, they're also looking at a loss of $20,001.
I'm sorry that you're disappointed. It's the current state of the market. On the bright side, historic homes, they retain their value so much better than new construction. You just give it time, let the real estate market bounce back.
Finishing that basement and the square footage too would really be a bonus.
And just like a great piece of art, this will really start to realize some incredible value.
It will.
Okay?
Thank you.
So in the long run, you've made wise decisions.
Thanks.
You're welcome.